Alright, we are live. Tonight we're going to be playing some Link to the Past Randomizer, and I wish I could turn some sounds down. I need to get this all taken kind of care of. Let's turn that down just a little. That's a lot better. Alright, so I need to do my normal stuff of advertising and all that kind of stuff, and we'll get started here soon. So yeah, we are gonna be playing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past Randomizer tonight, and we'll get this started here in a couple of minutes. I am a little bit behind tonight, trying to get everything set up and all that kind of stuff. This is a brand new game, and I've done a lot of stuff to try to make this look a little bit better than it could if I just kind of put it on the screen. So yeah, should be a fun time. I've been playing a lot of Link to the Past Randomizer, and I'm gonna treat it like a speedrun, but I'm not really at the level of speedrunning it. Not as good as a lot of people that do speedrun it, but I'm learning, and I'm having fun with it, so that's all that really matters. Alright, so that's done. Alright, so that is all taken care of. Everything looks fine, actually. I just need to move this stuff out of the way, move my timer out of the way, and yeah, everything looks great. Cool. Hopefully the colors aren't too bad. The light blue, I tried to go with something that was a little bit distinct for the background. I had to make that myself in Paint, and it was fun. Because otherwise the screen would be just kind of black outside of the 3 different screens. I've never really set up a scene in OBS, so that was a new experience for me. But I do believe we're pretty much ready to go. Before I start, I kind of want to explain what Randomizer is. And, well, basically it is the Legend of Zelda. A Link to the Past. The old Super Nintendo game, except all of the item placements are random. So I'm going to be playing in standard mode. So what that means is it will start out in Link's house like normal, and then we'll immediately go to the castle, do the castle escape, and all that kind of stuff. However, all the items in the game, except for in this version, keys and maps and compasses and big keys. So other than those 4 items, everything else is completely random where it is located. In a dungeon, the keys and big key and compass and map are all randomized where they're at, and then any quote-unquote item pickups. So like some dungeons will have rupee pickups and bombs and that kind of stuff. That is all random. Anything that's under a chest or an item sitting in the world. There's a couple like keys underneath pots or skulls or anything like that. That is not randomized, and there's some items that aren't random at all. just because to prevent soft locks and all that kind of stuff. what you guys are seeing on the screen is not only the timer, and then there's also a tracker here. And the tracker is to keep track of all the items. It has everything except for a couple of things. It's missing something, I can't remember what, but it's the best one I've found. I think I put most of the stuff in there anyways. And then there's a map with all locations. If it's green, it is accessible. If it is red, it is not. If it is yellow, I believe it's glitchable. Or, no, it's checkable. We can look to see if what's there, but we can't actually do anything about it yet. And then if it's like that dark green, it is glitchable. So, and then the dungeons themselves, if the green outline means all the items in the dungeon are accessible, but if it's a red circle in the center, then it is not completable. So you can't get the crystal or pendant. Those are also random. So in order to beat the game, we have to beat Ganon. That's the whole goal of this. And in order to do that, we need to get all 7 crystals. Doesn't matter where they're at, because that's also randomized. The Light World dungeons don't necessarily have pendants. The Dark World dungeons might. If you're not unfamiliar with Legend of Zelda, I mean, feel free to ask questions and all kind of stuff. I'll try to explain it as best I can. But if you're not familiar with this game, it's going to be kind of hard to follow. I've tried watching randomizers of games I'm not familiar with, and that's not fun. So there's a little bit of a prerequisite for that. But the last thing is the uncle. So typically in the game, the uncle will give you a sword. That is not true for this. The uncle will give you, I've got it so that the uncle will give you, what is the character? I always do. I do a character because of reasons, but I think it's this one. Yeah, we'll just do that. So the uncle will give you a different item. However, in the version I have, he will always give you a weapon. So you can clear out the escape. There's other versions of this. There's a key sanity where all of the keys, the small keys and the big keys that you'd find in chests, are all randomized within the entirety of the world. And it takes a lot more logic, and it's a lot more complex to kind of complete. But I'm just doing a standard mode on this one. You can also have open mode, where you start at Sanctuary instead of starting at the house with the rainstorm and all that kind of stuff like we're going to in just a second. So it's just a couple of different things that you can choose, and there's also different, like, you can choose different modes. So there's, like, Defeat Ganon is what we're doing. It's kind of the standard get the ending. There's also, like, there's a Triforce mode, and there's some other stuff. I don't remember what all. The collect all pendant, all dungeon type stuff. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I think I need to say at this point. Again, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to say something in chat. I'll try to explain it the best I can. And yeah, let's just jump into this. So, I've got to remember what life split is. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go. Now, I'm setting a timer. I'm not really, well, excuse me, princess. I'm not really, like, trying to go super fast, but we're going to try the best we can. So our first item is bomb upgrades. Boring. And we just mark that off on the tracker. So I have to not only play, talk, but I also need to keep the tracker updated the best I can. So this beginning part is pretty straightforward, and hopefully everything looks good. If sound or anything is off, just let me know, and I'll try my best to fix it. But let's jump into the sewers, and what does Uncle have for us today? Come on, something good. Hammer. That's actually really nice. So, I think you're that. So the hammer is a really good weapon. First of all, it has temper sword damage, so that's really nice. But it also, ooh, silver arrows right off the bat. It's right here. And I was paying attention to the tracker. So yeah, like, the hammer is a really good item, but the problem with the hammer is its hitbox isn't the best. But the better thing about the hammer, cool, we got a bomb. We're gonna need a couple of bombs for this. The best thing about the hammer is the fact that you can, it's one of the 3 items you need for Dark World access, which opens up a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna kill these guys, try to get not dead. There's some hearts right here. I would like bombs if we can. Trying to find bombs early is really useful, just because we're gonna need one of the bombs at the end of escape. And so some money. That's boring. And let's just get through this area as fast as we can. Knock him off, kill him, because why not? And yeah, like I said, I have a timer up and running, but it's not that important. It's more of, oh my god, stop blocking my hammers. It's more of just to kind of keep track. I think my best time, actually I know my best time, it's like 2.5 hours. So I have 2 seeds prepared. These are race seeds. You can get them. The link to get this stuff is in the description, and everything you need to know about Randomizer is at that website. Ooh, fire rod. So there's, let's see, we haven't got the map yet. I don't know how many items in total there are in here. I think there's like 3 or 4. But yeah, all the information on this randomizer is in the description. There's a link to the website where you can get your own seeds. Something else you can also do is make your own custom sprites and change things like the heart color in the top right is blue for us because I thought that looked nice. We got a key. That's good. I just want to Alright, everything actually looks like it's working. Oops. Everything looks like it's working pretty good. I was looking at, I have another computer up, because I didn't have enough space on my desktop to have the YouTube channel up and everything. So I've got to look at a laptop that's sitting on a table next to me. But let's see, what else is it that we need to talk about? We can honestly just mark this stuff off, because I don't even know what most of it is. Right now, we need bombs. Bombs is kind of important. We need exactly 1 bomb for the escape, and then if we could get 2 more bombs, that'd be really nice. If we can only get 1 more bomb, we can manage and still get to going somewhat fast. But with only 1 bomb, it's not that good. So yeah, we're gonna need more bombs. We can buy bombs, that is a thing, but I'd rather not, because we're also gonna need money for Zora and oh, what's the Kiki, the monkey, to get into Palace of Darkness eventually. Now something else I wanted to just quickly mention. What is it? So I'm just trying to think of what all I need to like say about this. But yeah, so it's just trying to go fast. Oh, that's right. I wanted to mention that this is a ROM. It is a very specific ROM because you need... Oh man, it's been a while since I've been through this. You need a very specific thing, a very specific ROM to get the races. It's not that hard to find. But basically... Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna switch to fire rod, because I want to kill these guys. And we're just gonna use the fire rod instead. So, part of the thing with the ROM is that... Oh, we died. Ugh, this isn't good. I'm not super good at it. I'm trying. It's actually considerably harder to get through this with the hammer than you'd think. I'm not very... The hammer's hitbox is really weird, and I'm not very good with it yet. But that's why we're kind of doing this, is partially practice. It's good practice just to learn, but this ROM is a Japanese ROM. It doesn't really affect anything because the text is all changed for the actual randomizer. But the big thing about it is that there are a couple of glitches that you can do, and there is a lot of... This isn't going to be a glitch-free playthrough. There is a couple of glitches that I am going to end up doing, and I believe that's the last item. That they're not really major glitches or anything like that. It's just different things that I'm going to do that are kind of minor time saves. So, for example, there's some mirror glitches and stuff like that, but there's also bigger glitches that you can do. That... Are you the one? No, you're not. Uh-oh. There we go. There's the key. Cool. So there's also kind of bigger glitches that you could learn how to do, and a lot of sequence breaking. So, for example, there is stuff like the bomb jumps. I've never really learned how to do bomb jumps. There's the map, hook shot, and power gloves. Awesome. So there is another piece of getting to Dark World, and that unlocks a lot of stuff. Also, the hook shot is arguably a better weapon. Plus, it has some time saves. So, all in all, really good. Alright, so, like I said, there are some glitches that you can do, and there's also some sequence breaks that you can do. I'll be honest, I'm not going to do too many sequence breaks because I'm not good enough to do them. There's a lot of... So, we have the lamp, quote-unquote, for the first section. So, for the sewer escape, you have access to the lamp. For the rest of the game, anytime we encounter anything like a dark room, unless we find the lamp, we're not going to have that... There's Dark World access. We're not gonna have that, like, light cone. We'll have to do things in the dark. And so I'm good at, like, maybe 2 of those, and I'm not really good at anything else. So far we're doing decent. Let's see how rude the seed's gonna be up here. So a couple things we can do. There is an enemy up here that has a very specific thing, and then there's tree poles. Tree poles are complicated, but they give you the same thing based on the number of enemies you've killed. And then this guy right here, the bush crab, always drops the same items. So that's just something we can look at. But we have... What's the item there? We have... Lumberjack's ledge is a no. What is that item? I'm blanking on that one. I haven't done this for a while, so I don't think that's... I think that's Sanctuary? I don't know. Anyways, we're in the Lost Woods. We need to... see, get the mushroom item, which is a piece of heart. I'm gonna actually take that just because it's good to have. And then we have the forest hideout to look at. But yeah, if you are a fan of Legend of Zelda, The Link to the Past, then this is a really fun way. It really makes this game a lot funner, and I don't know why. If it's just kind of the whole, like, if it's just the randomness that makes it fun or not, or if this game just really kind of lends itself to doing that stuff. I think part of it is this game really lends itself to being randomized because, oh, we can see there's a stun bonus as well, and it is 5 rupees. Okay, so any stunned enemy will drop 5 rupees. So the tree poles, it's based off of a number of enemies you've killed, gives you a different amount of items. So it's just one of those things that you kind of have to know, and I know how it works to an extent, but it's not something I'm like super concerned with. So we have a piece of heart in the tavern. We can't get that one. Yeah, this is about all we can do, so let's just come down here. We'll buy some bombs. We also need the vendor. That is 100 rupees. So let's get the bombs out. Everything still looks great. Awesome. Trying to juggle like 3 things is not fun. So we have the chicken house. Always be consistent in your checks. And make sure you don't miss anything. So we have Dark World access. That is really nice. After this, we can go straight into the Dark World if we want to, or we can do South of Hyrule. I think what to do. I'm not entirely sure what to do. So we'll kind of play it by ear. Useless item. That's a arrow increase. But this is one of the most like lucrative places is Kakariko Village. There is so many items. There's like I mean there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items in here alone. So the odds of getting something good in these chests is really nice. So it's pretty high. And there is our first sword. Awesome. No longer doing swordless. So, something I guess I could talk about a little bit is what do you need to actually complete Legend of Zelda? So not only do we need to have, let's see, let's actually look. We have a green pendant, 5, okay. So we have a green pendant at Eastern. We have Desert Palace was a 5/6 crystal, and Tower of Hera was a normal crystal. So in order to beat this, we need to get all the crystals. We also need a bow. A fire source of some sort, which Fire Rod works, and the Master Sword, or better. So just having all that stuff is what's required for this. So there is another piece of heart. There's the lamp. No dark rooms. That's nice for me. And bombos, or no, that's Quake. And then we have one more item back here. So you don't actually need silver arrows to beat the game, but it makes it a lot harder. But we have silver arrows, so it doesn't really matter. So there is both of those taken care of. Let's head down. And we'll check out a couple more places before we head into the Dark World, I think. So let's see, what else? So we have a sword now, which is really nice. No swordless boss fights or anything like that. We don't have any mobility items. So we don't have like boots. So that requires boots to get, but there's next to no reason to do that. There is the game right here, the race game, in Key Sanity, which is where the keys are all randomized into the standard loot pool. Ooh, can't burn them. I think we're gonna do that. That's a decent item, and it is useful to have for a couple of different places. So we'll just break down the brothers and yeah. So there is a good number of things that we need to like do, and there's plenty of options for us at this point in the game. So let's get that Cannon Burna, and we'll save and quit. So one of the big things that I guess I should talk about is what's the difference between all of the different like crystals and pendants. So there are 3 pendants. that is, by the way, a 50% bomb drop. That's something I do know. So there are 3 pendants, and let's go to the Dark World. And 2 of the pendants are kind of whatever. The red and blue pendants are just completely and utterly whatever, really, for the purposes of the randomizer run. Unless you need to get the pedestal item, which is where the Master Sword typically is, you don't need to do anything with them. But the green pendant will give you another item from Shahashrala, however you say his name, and so that one's a little bit more important. As for the crystals, crystals 5 and 6 unlock the bomb shop, which is, there's a lot of hearts in there and there's bombs. That was completely useless, and this area is usually called Hype Cave. It's usually pretty disappointing. So basically what's it called? The 5-6 crystals unlock the bomb shop, which is what Link's house is in the Dark World, and it gives you access to the Fat Fairy in the pyramid. So those 2 are important, but otherwise all the crystals are kind of whatever. You just need to collect all of them in order to get into Ganon's tower. So let's come up here and we'll talk to Stumpy, who gives you an item. More money. We're not really getting all that much. So yeah. At this point, we can go to Skull Woods. We can complete Skull Woods. I don't know that I want to do that on 5 hearts. That's asking quite a bit, to be honest. We also have access to Thieves Town, which again is not the easiest of things. This is the digging game. You have to get so many digs before you get the item in here. It is a random amount of digs. It can be 1, it could be like 20. So it doesn't really matter. It's not like a spot that you need to dig. It is literally the number of times you dig. And it was nothing. Now we want to get off of the screen before the time runs out, because otherwise we have to put up with the text box, and we did it. Speed strats. So we can't get up there. I guess let's save and quit. And alright, now let's go south of Hyrule. South of the lake, there are a couple of good item drops, item places down here. So you have the dam, and then there's what's called the Mini Moldrum Cave. It says we can complete the Tower of Hera, but well, technically we could. Yeah, we could go to the Old Man. That is a thing we could do. Alright, I have my hook shot. So this is one of those glitches, and there is boots. So you're not supposed to be able to use items, but if you spam the item button, you can use items while you're pushing a block. Hookshot and mirror are the most useful for that. But there's one more item here, and that is a heart. I will take that. So next is Mini Moldrum Cave, which is just over here, and then we're gonna go. We could do a couple of things. The problem with the randomizer is the item locations are completely like in logic. So you'll hear people playing randomizer talk about logic, and what that means is the game is kind of set up so that oops, messed that up. So that you do very specific things, and like the items make sense where they are. If you get this item, it unlocks this item, which allows you to do this type of thing. So there's Quake. There's our other glove upgrade, some bombs, and a bottle. Perfect. And then Quake. That was a good Mini Moldrum Cave. Alright, so for example, like there are some items like, well, on the library, that's a good example. So in order to get the library item, you need to have the boots. So the boots cannot possibly be on the library, and any item that requires you, so wherever the boots are, if there's an item that requires you to get the boots, that are locked behind, like, items that would require you to get the boots cannot be locked behind something else that, like, what am I trying to say? Items can't be locked behind other things. It is completely logical to complete this. Let's just save quit out of here. So, for example, if the lamp is on the library ledge, then the boots aren't in a dark room, because the game knows that the boots are locked behind the lamp. So you must be able to get the lamp in order to get the boots. And that's what the runners will mean when they say, like, logic. It's one of those things that it just should make sense. So let's come up here. I forgot where I was going because I've been watching too much Key Sanity. And I messed that up. There we go. Let's check King's Tomb and see what we have here. What are we currently looking for? Well, I didn't check Dark World to see where everything was. Whoops. Oh well, not a big deal. We know that there's 2 pendants. Hopefully, probably one of the worst things to have is Ice Rod. The Ice Rod can literally be pretty much anywhere, logically. The only thing that it can't be is if Turtle Rock is like, it just can't be in Ganon's tower, basically. So, or on the pedestal if Turtle Rock is a required, like, pendant dungeon. So with that taken care of, Spunk Rocks. I think we've gotten everything here. So next thing to get is, let's go climb Death Mountain, and we'll go up there. But, so, what do we need to do right now? We need, let's get this unlocked so that we can come back to Death Mountain easily. Plus, Old Man will give us an item. So, pretty much, like, ideal. The 2 dungeons I despise are Turtle Rock and Ice Palace. Ice Palace is very difficult, also lag frames. Ice Palace is very difficult, but everything else is pretty straightforward and easy. We need to find the flippers. There's a blue boomerang from the Old Man. So let's climb Death Mountain. I hate these guys. The giant cabbages, as they're fondly called, they're boulders. There's another glitch we can do, which is speed. So we can keep run speed at all times. So Spectacle Rock is nothing. And that is a heart. Not really worth it. So we're not going to do it. I know we're like a little bit low on health, but that is not worth the effort. No reason to go into the Dark World from here because we have no mirror, so we can't get back easily. So let's check this side of Death Mountain. And there are a lot of items over here. Plus, we can go to the Dark World and get all the items there too. So, first up is this place. And I was talking about bomb jumps. That is a place that is a good candidate for bomb jump. We might try it. We're kind of low on health, so might not be the best of ideas. We have some hearts in here, so 50 and more money. So that is taken care of. We have Spiral Cave, and that's about it. But that has a lot of things, so Hey, I did it. Cool. I've never actually attempted that. So, cool. First try. So, we've got a couple more places to look. And honestly, we could complete Moldorm. So we might do that before we jump down. So that is useless, and we could open up the Dark World there. So do we want to do that? No, let's wait on that. Let's go to... I hate the dead rocks. Isn't this a... yeah, fairy. Perfect. So let's just... oh my god, I hate everything. Let's just go to Tower of Hera and we'll complete that. It is a crystal, so it'll be our first dungeon. We'll get our first crystal probably in about... oh, by 35. Now here's the thing about Tower of Hera. What we want to see is the big key. We need the big key, and right there it is. Perfect. Alright, so let's kill Mini Moldrum, and there's the big key. So there are, from the tracker you can see there are 2 items in Tower of Hera. Those items are not compasses or maps. What we don't want to see is a small key. We want the small key to be locked downstairs. Things can be locked out to the player as long as they are completely and utterly unnecessary. So for example, the small key unlocks an item. If that item is the small key, then you don't need it. And it makes logical sense not to have it, like, show up. It's perfectly fine. Moldorm can have one of the items, and otherwise all the items are going to be up here. Now, let's see. Kill some Moldorms, and there we go. We have our first item. Oops. Missed my click. And there is the second item. So, Canis Samaria, which is actually a really good item. It allows us to complete Turtle Rock. It is required for Turtle Rock, and I believe Misery Mire is also required. And it also makes Ice Palace a little bit easier with a couple things. So, yeah, getting that is really nice. I was saying earlier that one of the worst things to have is if Turtle Rock is a crystal, we must have the Ice Rod. The Ice Rod is the only way to kill Trinex. And yeah, that is something I don't want to have to deal with. Because the Ice Rod logically can be in a lot of places. Using the hammer is much better. Except when that happens. Ugh. Alright, so I don't want to die. We're gonna be super safe about this. Let's go ahead. I've got a potion. We're gonna drink the potion. And we're not gonna take any risks with this. So hopefully Trolldorm does not do that kind of stuff. I hate this boss fight. Unless you're overpowered, some of these boss fights are really, really mean. Mothula is another one that is completely and utterly disgusting. Alright, so there we go, there's one hit. We need like 3 hits, I think? It's not that Moldorm even does all that much damage, it's just... I think we can do a spin attack and it'll be enough damage. Okay, wait, head up. Slow down. No. Ah! I'm having so much trouble with Moldorm. Now there is I believe all those pots have hearts, so if we take too much damage at this point, we need to go hit a switch. And yeah, I hate shoulder arm. Alright, let's just kind of keep our distance. It's coming right for us. Alright, so... Oh, I missed. The reason I'm using the hammer, by the way, is because it does a lot more damage. We bounced off of him. And that's a bad one. Alright, isn't there a switch down here? No, but there might be some hearts. Any hearts would be greatly appreciated. Nope. Okay, well, there's a heart, finally. I swear, this game hates me. Alright, so let's try this again. There is a pixel, by the way, you can run across right above that bumper. But it's really, really precise. It's at least decently precise. More precise than I'm used to kind of doing. And, playing with a controller that's not a Super Nintendo controller is a bit of a pain. Alright, so there's one hit. Ah, my god. Shoulder arm is really, really annoying. But I don't, like, want to give up or anything. So, okay, here's a question. Does Cane of Burna work? Here's a bigger question. No, okay, that doesn't hit him. I think he's on a different level. Cane of Burna does not work. Alright, so... Come on. Be cooperative for once. Random movement enemy that has a bumper. There's two. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, be nice. Oh, come on. Be nice to me for once. I know I'm trying to kill you, but... There we go. Finally. So there is Moldorm. And we get the small key, so there's no more items here. What's in the basement is the compass. So we got our first crystal at 3420 something. So not bad. So where do we go from here? Let's go back to the right. We'll head down, and then we'll go to the Dark World. So we'll just head into Spiral Cave after I take a really quick drink. And we can run with items and use items. That is a super useful glitch that you're not really supposed to do, and you get a lot of different effects with that. It's really cool. I highly suggest doing it. Learning it's a pretty simple glitch. It's just holding both buttons at the same time. And one of the big things with the randomizer is there is a really good community, and there is a speedrun tournament pretty much constantly going on with this. So it's one of those things that is really nice. Alright, we have a piece of heart in Spiral Cave. That is called Spiral Cave because it's a giant spiral. I think that would be obvious. It's a lot of things are named kind of based on what the community names. And yeah, most of the names are pretty straightforward, obvious. So there's a Dark World portal right here, and we need to go to what's called Super Bunny Cave. The reason being is well, the reason it's called that is because you can actually glitch into it using the Super Bunny glitch, but we don't need to because we have the Moon Pearl. And I don't really know how to do that clip. So, oh well, we'll just go the long way around. That's one of the clips that I'm really bad at. If you have the mirror, what happens is if you use the mirror at the same time as pushing a block, you delete the block for some reason in this version, in this ROM. And it is a Japanese exclusive. That was disappointing. I think that one is Super Bunny Cave. So it's one of those things that, like, it doesn't make sense of why it happens, but it does, so who cares? And now, we're at the top. Let's go into Hookshot Cave, or is that Paradox Cave? That's Paradox Cave, isn't it? No, I don't know. No, Paradox Cave is in the overworld. Never mind. So there is 5 items here. There's 1, 2, 3, and this is called Hookshot Cave because you use the hookshot. And this is actually divided into 2 sections because you can actually get this guy with just the boots. So we have both of those. We have one more area we can go to, but before we do, let's go look and see what the pendant is. The pendant. It is Quake. So we can actually open it up and go into Turtle Rock at this point. We should see if we need to. We're going to need to. So let's see. Skull Woods is a 5/6. Swamp and Pod are pendants. Well, that's interesting. Looks like we're doing a lot of things, so that's fun. I hate Lionels. They'll kill us. Alright, well, I didn't want to go into Mimic Cave or not Mimic Cave, that one place. So let's save and continue. Let's start at Sanctuary. And let's see where to go. I think the next play is going to be back to Kakariko, and go not only give the bottle kid, the sick kid, a bottle, but then we're going to go into the Dark World from there, and maybe take on Thieves. Thieves Town is an interesting area because technically the boss is one of the easiest ones. He doesn't seem like it, but it is a scripted fight, so it's one of those things that it doesn't seem... There's the Ice Rod. See? Ice Rod can be literally anywhere. So we can beat the Turtle Rock now. I'd love half magic before that because Turtle Rock... I keep bonking. Turtle Rock is really nasty if you don't have half magic. Alright, so let's head into the Village of Outcasts. Actually, Skull Woods is a crystal. Let's go get that. So Desert Palace, we need to complete that. In order to get through there, we need a couple of things. We need to get... let's see, we need to either get the book or... we either need the book or we need the flute and mirror. Alright, so there is first treasure. It's nothing. Alright, so this treasure chest is always a key. This is to prevent soft locks. So that treasure chest is 100% guaranteed to be a key. Every single time. Every single run, including in Key Sanity. And we got grabbed by the Wallmaster. I'm calling crap on that one. Ugh. Alright, so... let's just get through this as quickly as we can. And yeah, this room is a trap room. It's technically, you have to get a small key in that one place, because that's the only way to actually complete it. And go over here. There's a chest in here. And let's just dodge things. There's the map. So there's only 2 items in Skull Woods, and so far we haven't found any. Alright, so that would have been a smarter way to go through there. I'm not the best at routing at this point. I'm still learning a lot of things. So there are 2 more places to look. And hopefully we'll be able to beat Mothula. Alright, so we're going to make this a little bit easier. We're just going to go ahead and kill the Gibdos. These guys take a lot of damage. They're one-hit kill from the Fire Rod. And is that... Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm being silly. We have the Can of Samaria, we can just do that. And there is our first treasure. And so far, we're not really getting anything. Nothing worthwhile anyway. Let's just run over here. There is a key right here. We have a single heart. So hopefully we don't die. But we can get into the back of Skull Woods. And this is one of the dungeons that, surprisingly, the big key can be... oh, it's on the other side. The big key can actually be locked in the big chest. It's completely valid. And there are some rocks you can pick up. But we managed to get through that without. And we're dead. It's actually okay. Let's just go straight to the boss. And then if we need that one, we'll get it. Because I don't know that we'll need it. I'm trying to think of what it is. What else it could be. And can we do the little skip? We can! Yay! So that's a little bit of a time save. Don't have to go through this room quite as diligently. But kill all those guys. Also, the thing I've been calling Quake is Ether, not Quake. And then that one. Took a little bit too much time. We have, like, no Fire Rod, which is... It's a bummer. Oh, great. Gotta kinda hide for a moment. So, Ether is the medallion we had. The lightning bolt one. And... let's see, I think... we're dead. Alright, the problem now is we have no magic. So let's get that item. And hope for the best. And where are we? There we go. So, yeah, the big thing about this dungeon is dealing with magic. If we get half magic, that'd be awesome, but that's the big key. Alright, so what'd you do now? The big key could be completely useless, or it could have something good. Probably is completely useless. So, what to do? We need magic, that's the thing, is we don't have enough magic. We might have enough magic. But doing this with blue mail, or green mail, is kind of a pain. So we'll come back to this. Let's go, unless there's some magic or health in one of these rocks. Nope, okay. So let's go to the Village of Outcasts, and we'll explore around there. Hopefully be able to do a little bit better in Thieves Town, but other than actually killing blind, Thieves Town is not that much difficult, like much more difficult. These are considered the Palace of Darkness is the first. Actually, it's Palace of Darkness and Swamp, and then these are the middle tier. Great. Alright, let's just save and quit. We'll start at Sanctuary, we'll get our magic and everything back. So, yeah. We need to go back that direction. We're gonna go through Thieves Town and a Village of Outcasts, and that should be a little bit easier for us to deal with. We're not gonna get magic back. What am I talking about? And then here soon we should probably start looking at getting... I don't even know where to go. We technically could go to Ice Palace. Palace of Darkness we can complete. What are we missing for that? One of the rooms that actually needs the bow. So in order to get some of the chests, we'd have to get the bow. It is open to us, it's just not completable. So let's go to the chess game. Let's start this one. The second chest is always the item. And we got our money back, and we got a heart. At this point, I'd really love like a mail upgrade, half magic. I'd like some of the safety items. So we have... Let's see, you can go down here to the brewery. I missed. Open this up. One of these usually has a bomb. I think it's a 50% chance of getting a bomb. And there is a heart. So we have one more room, one more place we can go. And we could do some more overworld checks, but I don't think that's a good idea at this point. We'll go ahead and finish up what we can. So we'll do Sea House. This is Sea House. It's shaped like a sea. And it's got nothing in it. So let's go to Thieves Town. It is a crystal, and it's got 4 items in total. What really is a bummer is the 2 Pendant Dark World dungeons, Pod and Swamp Palace, are both very lucrative with items. So there's our first Thieves Town item. I think I wanted to go up the other one, but not that much of a difference. We have boots, we can run. And there's blue mail. That will be a huge help. One of the 2 chests that we have left is going to be the big key. It has to be, because otherwise this dungeon is soft locked. In order to get to the back part of it, you need the big key. That's the map. That means this is going to be the big key. So there's 2 more items to find, and we can full clear this. So with blue mail, it's going to be a little bit easier. And we'll get our second crystal. So here's hoping for the best. It's not there. I always get lost in here. I really need to learn the game a little bit better, but that's why I'm playing it like I do. You can't get better at games unless you practice. So, or you know, put like hundreds of hours into them. So let's go ahead. There is a key right up here. Ow. There's also a heart right there. And we can get into the main part of this dungeon. So, if you're not familiar with Thieves Town, it is a pretty short dungeon. It's a relatively difficult one. The enemies hurt, and this room is absolutely terrible. But otherwise, it's not that bad of a dungeon. There is a key right here. Hit the switch, go up the stairs. Don't pull that, you come down here, and there's a hidden switch. These little grasshopper enemies are really strong, by the way. They are weak to the hookshot, though, so it's useful sometimes to just go ahead and kill them. Because they do a lot of damage, and they have a lot of health. So we have a chest here. What do we have? Nothing. Nothing important anyways. We'll break this open, and now we can get the boss. So let's go down and get the boss. We still need to find the compass and a small key. So the small key could be in the big chest because you need the small key to get to the big chest. If it's not, we can check the big chest pretty easily. And then there's also the compass, I think. Is that what we haven't found? I think we found the map. Yeah. So just need to go downstairs. And the rest of this dungeon is pretty straightforward. The hard part is going to be dealing with Blind, the boss. So I really could use some magic powder, or I could really use a magic upgrade. These are opened by the... Ow. Bad. These locks are opened by the... what's it called? The big key. And this is Blind, the boss. There's the compass. So Blind either has the last item... Oh my god, you're such a troll. Blind either has the last item, or Blind has the small key. Which, if Blind has the small key, that is terrible. Means we'll have to come back and deal with that. So the hammer, again, is probably going to be the best strat. If we had more magic, we could use the thing. And Blind always has a good quote. A novice skier often jumps to contusions. So it's 9 hits. Actually, it's 9 hits regardless. And yeah, I kind of knew we were going to die to that. We didn't have enough health. And I'm not good enough at these boss fights to do that. Call it pressure. So we have 6 hearts. I think that should be enough. Alright, let's do this. We'll kill Blind, and hopefully Blind drops the last item. If not, we'll have to... Yeah, that was... Okay. I always get so lost in here. If Blind drops the last item, then that's awesome. If not, we'll have to go back down to the basement and go get the big chest. Because I don't want to leave anything behind. Alright, so we'll grab the heart. And hello, Blind. 1, 2, 3. 1, We can use the Can of Burna, which actually does really good against blind. There's 3. Add in 3 more hits. And we took 3 hits. Oh my gosh, there's so many fireballs. I really wish we had some magic. The Can of Burna actually makes this fight really easy, so that would be something nice to have. But of course we can't have nice things. So it's not that long. It's not that much of a. I hate how much we're dying, but it's not that much of a like time loss. But to be honest, I don't really care. I'm still learning, and it's honestly been a while since I've played a randomizer. So we're going with a little bit more health. Let's just 1, 2, and 3 hits. Bounces around, shoots. 1, 2, 3. And 1. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna leave. We'll come back. What I want to do is I want to go grab some potions. There is a shop that we can go to. I think there's one. Where is the shop? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of take a detour. So there is the frog down here. We're gonna grab Mr. Froggo, and we're gonna take him back home by saving and quitting. This is something that I think the randomizer does, is it allows you to keep the frog when you save and quit. And we want to go back to Sanctuary, heal up. Zelda wasn't there. That was weird. And we'll just run back to the blacksmith with the blacksmith, and hopefully be able to deal with this. So there is a few places we can still check for things, and I think we might go that direction here soon. And Magic Bat, we can't do anything with that, but we can get the hammer pegs, but at this time it's not going to be super useful. So what do you guys have for me? Nothing. We don't even have a shield. What to do now? Let's see. This is a shop, isn't it? What kind of potion do you sell? You sell a red potion for 150. You know what? We'll take it. And now let's go back to the Dark World. We'll go ahead and kill Blind and go from there. Just so we can get the crystal. We can come back for Skullwoods once we get magic. And what I'll probably have to end up doing is going to the witch's hut and getting a couple blue potions. That might be the best option for us. So this run started out pretty good, but it's not going super well. Mostly it's my fault, just from dying constantly. So getting to blind, we have full health. Okay, we had full health. This should be relatively straightforward. We have the red potion, just in case we need it. I'm hoping that we won't, but like I said, just in case. I'm determined to defeat blind. So 1, 2, 3. Having the red shield also makes this a lot easier because you can deflect his fireballs. 2, 3, and there's a lot of fireballs that show up. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. There we go. We defeated Blind, and we got nothing, but we got another crystal. So that's what's important. All right, now where to go? Let's go get the purple chest. And we're going to do the same thing that we did with the frog, except we're going to head... we have a couple of things to do, so let's get our hammer out. And the purple chest spawns after you get the blacksmith back home. And it spawns in this ruined house where the blacksmiths are supposed to be. But we also have the hammer pegs to do. Now these, you don't actually have to hit all of them, and it makes it really easy if you do it like this. Item dashing is, I believe, what this trick is called. You don't actually have to hit all of them. What you have to do is hit the same number as there is. So, however many pegs there are, you just have to hit that many eventually. So that had nothing that I wanted. So let's grab the chest, and then we're just gonna go ahead and save and quit. And then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna head to the other side of Hyrule. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that off. So we have the purple chest, as you can see. We need to go down to... Uh-oh. Did we get it back? Yes, okay. You cannot dash with the chest. It drops it, unfortunately. And we'll see what we can find with this. So, I'm just trying to think, where is going to be the best place to go? Total Rock has a lot of items. However, it is a very long and difficult dungeon. But other than that, we don't really have much choice. And we got some money. Yuck. So since we're here, let's go to the desert. We can kind of see what we have over here. Gina's cave, or whoever this guy is, this sage. I can't remember his name. He's in here. There's an item in here. Get a bomb. And hopefully it's something good. I'm going to be really mad if it's something, because this has been unlocked since the beginning of the game. There's nothing that requires you to, other than bombs, this is available. So with that taken care of, let's run over, here, and then I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to sequence break, slightly. I want to see a couple of things. So, Zora is the next order of business. Now, we could go straight to Zora. That would not be a problem. Alright, so that is a sword. We're going to get that when we come back. Where am I going? Let's go ahead and save, quit, and we'll spawn back at our house. So, what we're going to do is a minor glitch. It doesn't seem minor, but it is a minor glitch. And I guess we want to go this way. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing what's called fake flippering. So we currently do not have the flippers, which means we cannot swim. And there is quite a few items that we could get access to if we could swim. So let's fake flipper, which will allow us to basically, it gives us flippers when we don't have flippers. And the trick is not that hard. You just have to, let's see, you gotta, let's just back up like this. So there we got it. All you have to do is you have to screen transition as you jump into the water, and the game basically thinks you're in the water now. So there is an item on this place that, oh, the flute. So we need the mirror in order to get that. So once we find the mirror, we can get the flute, and then that is going to speed things up. Now, we cannot get hit while in this mode. If we get hit, the game... Okay, typically the game would soft lock, but Randomizer fixed that, and it just kills you. Because basically, we would be falling... The game wouldn't know where to put us, because we're not supposed to be in the water, and the game would want to put us back in the water. So this is the hobo. Typically gives you a bottle. He gave us a bottle. That's not bad. But I don't really want to be. So we gotta get out of here. And I don't remember how to do this part. It's like here, and then... There we go. There we got it. I'm not very good at that glitch. I really don't fake flipper all that often. So, the problem with fake flippering is you need the flippers to get these items. However, we can get them early, but that throws our logic kind of out the window. And yeah, so we have to be careful on thinking, okay, we got this, now we can go do this stuff. There's not really many progression items that we need at this point, but there are some. So with the fake flippers, we can actually just come right up here and go into the waterfall cave. And this is an interesting glitch, because this actually requires the moon pearl in order to do. And that's how we can stand back up and open these chests, is because we have the moon pearl. It's kind of complicated. I don't really want to explain it because I don't really know. We can now walk on water, and what we're going to do is we're going to just jump out, because I don't want to have that glitch on us anymore. So there are 2 more items up here. Zora sells one for 500, and then there's one right there. That is a shield upgrade. Not super important, but not terrible either. But I don't think we're going to end up getting it. So let's just come down here. And the reason why I got out of that walk on water is if we got hit by anything here, we would die. Same thing as before. And we got red mail. Ooh. So that will make my life a little bit easier. So let's save and quit. And this time let's go back to our house, and we're gonna go to Eastern Palace. We could get all the items in there pretty easily. We don't have the bow though, so we can't complete it, but it's also just a standard pendant. No, it's a green pendant. But at the very least, we can come over here. We can get the 3 items from back of Shroshala's hut, and then we can head into the Dark World and check out Pyramid and Catfish. So I'm just gonna run into that one, break it, and we have rupees, bomb upgrade, and heart. Nothing of interest. You know what? There's 3 items in here. It should be a pretty quick clear. Other than we can't kill the guy. Also, our fake flippers kind of paid off. There was nothing with the fake flippers that like ruins us. It really nothing that puts us out of logic. So let's grab. We got hit. Oh well. Let's just run up the rest of the way. And let's go into Eastern Palace. Now this is a pendant dungeon. We don't have to do anything here. But there are 3 items. I would like to potentially check out a few of them. And then maybe we'll find like the bow or half magic or the mirror. The mirror would be really nice at this point. So there's the big key. That'll unlock more items. And just come over here, hit that. We'll go to this item first. The secret with this item is bonking. You bonk enough, you get the item for free. No. We can just hookshot over to it. And that's the map. Useless. Alright, so let's go to the other side and see what we can find. There are, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more items. There's just the compass left. If we find the compass, then it means the Armos Knights have one of the items, and that's not good. So this room, by the way, there is a quick kill. I don't know how to do it. So I'm not gonna do it. I have no idea how the quick kill works, but it does. It's really cool. It's something I should probably learn. So there is our first item. That is a decent sign. And hopefully, where am I going? Hopefully the last 2 items are over here. Or else the bow is here. That is a bee in a jar. So we have another jar, bottle rather. Not what I want to find at this point. I'd really like the mirror. I think the mirror is the next item I really want. So if we did not have the lamp, these rooms would be completely dark, and that is technically technically a sequence break if we went through here in the dark. I mentioned that a while ago, and that's kind of what I meant. So I figured I'd mention it again because I don't think we've actually seen. Yes, we have. What's his face? The guy. Now, can we get the quick? There we go. And great. Armos Knights has the last item, so let's just die. That'll put us back at the dungeon, and at the beginning of the dungeon, and then we'll just leave and go. We'll go to the Dark World. So there is a Dark World portal over here, and I thought that was plugged in. I'll have to deal with that in a second. Oh no, it's not plugged in. Alright, I'm gonna take a really quick break. My laptop is dying. Skewing the time there. Laptop was dying, so I was about to lose my little cheat screen for what's going on with the stream. So I had to plug it in. I thought it was already plugged in, so oops. Oh well. Anyways, Dark World. We are going to go. See, Palace of Darkness is another one that we could go into, but I'm going to put it off for now. Right now, I want to go to Pyramid and Catfish. And then I think if we don't find anything good at either of these places. I hate to say it, but I think Turtle Rock is the next place to go. So we'll get our little run speed glitch. And... not worth it. Okay. I didn't know that jumping off a ledge would cancel that glitch. Huh. Interesting. Alright, so if we get the mirror, we can get the flute, which means we can get a sword upgrade, and we can go into desert, potentially even Misery Mire. Might require bombos, so that's the potentially. And that, honestly, the flute is kind of the point that is gonna unlock a lot of stuff for us. And then after that, we'll start worrying about finishing up the dungeons and go from there. So, what does Mr. Catfish have for us today? This is where you typically get bombos. Or is it bombos or it's Quake? It's Quake. What's he got for us? Nothing. Alright. Let us go. Since we don't really have magic, let's go to Turtle Rock and pray that it's halfway decent. So we just run across here. We need to go up this ladder. I'd like the run speed glitch, please. You get this by holding... we got hit. Doesn't matter. You get that by holding dash and shooting the hook shot at the same time. There's another way to do it with spin attacks, but I'm not entirely sure how that one works. I've never been able to do that one, so let's head up the mountain. And I don't know that this is the fastest way, but this is the way I usually go. Yeah, this is the fastest way. So this is Paradox Cave. It's called Paradox Cave because the layout doesn't make sense. You go from the bottom of the mountain to the top with one ladder, and then the middle is like above that. Like it doesn't make sense how the place is laid out. So that's why it's called Paradox Cave. It is an actual paradox. So if you've never played The Legend of Zelda, if you've never played Link to the Past, this is the secret portal into Turtle Rock, and you hit them like so. I don't remember what tells you that. There's some clue to that, but I don't remember what it is. But we need Ether to get in. I really do wish we had half magic. I'd make this area a lot easier, but we don't, so oh well. Just jump into the turtle's mouth and pray for flippers wouldn't be bad, but really what we need is we need the mirror. We get the mirror, we can get the flute, and we can go from there and get a lot of stuff. So first place to go is right over here. There is an item right down here. And what do we get? We got the boss key. Cool. We just need to keep her back to the door, because that eye doesn't like us. Alright, so, is it this one? No, it's this one up here. So this room is easier if you have the hook shot. You can go top, and we just hook shot, fall off, and then that's enough time to get into here. And now we have the roller room. You could use the hook shot to do special things, but it's just as easy to go through it. We have the mirror. Perfect. And a small key. So that is a good find. That's going to unlock a lot of stuff, including Mimic Cave once we get there. So Turtle Rock, there's one item. Really, really hope we can find half magic. There's more magic in here, I do believe. Yeah. And yeah, this place knows that it eats your magic, so it gives you a lot of magic upgrades. Oops. Just kind of walked off the edge there. But part of the problem is we don't have much in terms of... Ow. That was rude. We don't have much in terms of magic, so this can be a little bit difficult. And we also don't have much in terms of firepower. I mean, we're still rocking the fighter sword. And so things like this guy is a little bit of a challenge. We do have red mail though, so that is a nice little convenience. Hopefully keep us alive a little bit more, except for this room, because this room is terrible. And these chain chomps do 2 hearts of damage when you have red mail. And we're dead. Alright, you know what? I really don't want to do Turtle Rock until we have half magic. So let's save and quit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back out and go to... let's go to our house. And we're gonna get the... can we not get the flute yet? Do we still need flippers? I didn't think we'd need flippers. We could go defeat... what to do? Because this is something I actually thought we could go ahead and get the item on, like, Hylia. But I don't know that we can. Let's find out. And worst case scenario, what we'll end up doing is we'll just make our way around and go try to beat Mothula again. Because we can go to Graveyard Ledge, and that's about it. We can go to Bombos down here. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. No, we can't do Bombos. We can do K45. That's what it is. But... we can't do Lake Hylia unless we fake Flipper. Right? Because this is... yeah, all blocked off with water. So we can fake Flipper. So let's do that. That is going to actually sequence break. I don't know where the flippers are going to be. So hopefully we don't need anything in... honestly, it's not going to be too bad. The flute's not really going to do all that much for us. But it is going to get us into Misery Mire and... oh no, we can't fake Flipper. Okay. Or at least not easily. I think there is a way to do it, but I'm not entirely sure. But I don't believe there's a way to get to the lake item this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to some of these mirror spots and make our way back over to Mothula. And we'll take Mothula on again. And hopefully finish that fight. So first place is this Cave 45. Or as some people also call it, South of Grove. Which is right here. And it's just a single item. Pretty quick get. Now something is... ooh, there's the book. Alright, so we're not sequence breaking anything, but we just got the book, so that means desert is open. As well as all of the tablets. Oh no, you need the master... you need the Master Sword for the tablets? You do need the Master Sword for the tablets. So we can check the tablets, but we can't get the item on the tablet until we go to Desert. So we are... I'm trying to think what's going to be the best thing to do. Well, let's just go straight to Desert. And because that is a 5-6 crystal, we'll go, after that we'll go to Mothula and take on him so that we can get whatever the item is. Let's just teleport here. Be good enough. And something I want to mention real quick is I don't know that we're going to do multiple runs tonight of this. To be honest, this is taking a lot more out of me than I expected. But I've talked about on the update video how we're going to be doing randomizers weekly on Mondays. For the first couple of Zelda randomizers, I am going to keep the map up, but eventually I'm going to get rid of that and just have the items. Just because you guys really don't need to see the map. I use it mostly to see what is available, but that's about it. For the most part, I know where most of the items are. So, and then eventually we'll do like key sanity and that kind of stuff. But for right now, standard mode, open, is where it will be at. So let's get this item first. And there is a handful of items in here. There is the small key. Let's go to the other side. There's what, 2 items in here. And hopefully we find them all pretty quickly. I believe there's 2 items over here. 2 chests, yeah. There's the map. And what's the other thing we got? We get a heart. Not what I want. I need the flippers. That is the next hope. To get the flippers so that we can actually start working on getting so we can get the flute, so we can go to Misery Mire and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully by the time we are ready to take on Turtle Rock, have half magic. That is the hope anyways. So what do we have on here? It's the big key. Go ahead and grab that. So that's something that's typically boots locked, but since we have boots, doesn't matter. And we go over here. And what's in the big chest? Is it the item? Nope. Alright, so Landmola has the item. Not a problem. Landmola is a really easy fight, especially with Fire Rod. We have decent magic, so I'm not too worried about that. Hate the sand lion, ant lions. Sand lions, yeah. Gotta watch out for those sand lions. Also, I have no idea what's behind that door. I've never actually looked in a long time, but now we can go get our sword upgrade. And we have the Master Sword, which unlocks all the tablets. Alright, with that taken care of, what do we have in here? So, get that item. Is it down here? No, it's up top. Wait. Oh, it's bottom left. It's been a while. Apologies. I kind of know what I'm doing. So Landmola should be a pretty straightforward fight. And then we can go kill Mothula next. Ooh, a magic refill. Really nice. All of these are false signals. This is one of the trolliest dungeons, even though it's not really. Because, like, a lot of dungeons you have to wait for those spinning things to be done. Not with this one. Alright, we're gonna use the lamp to save some magic. Can't kill him. He requires the bow to kill, so we just kinda have to dodge him. But let's kill Van Mola. And yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the like actual runners of this game, people that are actually good at this, they would be done by now, which is kind of, I don't know. It's almost disheartening, but I know that I'll get better as I learn routing a little bit better and learn how to not to die. Alright, so... and learning how to hit these guys will also be useful. And... should be like one more spin attack on both of them. Alright, or not. So there's him. And there we go. Cool. So Van Mola is dead. We got a single arrow. And we got our crystal. So, with that taken care of, you know what, we're gonna run back. We're gonna go to the Dark World. And, I love that magic. I really need half magic. That would be the best thing ever at this point. Half magic and flippers. That's what we want. That's what the game needs to give us soon. But let's come down here. And our portal to the Dark World should still be here. And then we should be able to go straight over. And we'll grab whatever tablet this one is. I actually don't know off the top of my head. So it's just right here. And it is... what do we get? What do we get? Piece of heart. You know what? We're gonna run back. This might be a little bit longer, but I think it's going to be better in the long run because we can go ahead and grab Graveyard Ledge. So far, not too bad with everything. We are getting there with crystals. We have, what, 3? And it's just a matter of figuring out where everything is. I don't really want to go into Palace of Darkness, but that might be a play to do. No, come on. There we go. And you know what? While we're up here, let's go ahead and stop at the Witch. So typically you can hookshot right here to get to the other side. We're going to go to the Witch and we're going to grab some potions. And honestly the red potion will keep because that's not a bad potion to have. But we can fill up the... not in here. They sell potions, but not really good ones. So, let's mirror. And buy 2 blue potions. Cool. So that'll help with magic. And we still have plenty of money for Kiki, so that should be the last thing we need money for. And let's just get ready to hookshot across right here. And then Graveyard Ledge. So Graveyard Ledge is a single item again, but it might be something worthwhile, might not, I don't know. But it's on the way to Village of Outcasts and Skull Woods, so who cares? And we need bombs, I forgot about that part. Alright, so what do we have? Nothing. Great. Let's refill our hearts. And... what is that? Oh, Bumper Cave. No. What is that item? Oh, that's the other tablet. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the item was up on Death Mountain. Kind of the lone green in the top of the top map. By the way, the maps are separated. The top one is the light world, the bottom one is the dark world. And yeah, both of them are nasty. What we're missing is kind of annoying. We're missing the flute, we're missing the bow, we're missing the flippers. We know where the flute is. We can get the flute as soon as we get the flippers. The bow is still a mystery, and half magic is something that we would really like to have, because that'd make my life so much easier. So here's hoping Mothula has it. Mothula still does have one item, and then once we do this, we can go ahead and we can go see the Fat Fairy. Otherwise, our options are fairly limited, and most of them I don't want to do. So, yeah, here's hoping that... okay, I thought that thing just despawned. It was really weird. Alright, can we do the little trick again? Hey, we can. And almost get caught by a wall master. Alright, so a little bit of a trick. Get all the Gyptos on screen, use Ether. Kills them all instantly. And it makes for a very nice time. So... get that taken care of. Perfect. Now we're gonna run into a problem in just a second. And that problem is... the fact that spikes do damage to you regardless of how much health you have, like what mail you have. Spikes will do the same amount of damage. It's 1 damage. And that's a problem because Mothula. Mothula's room is terrible. Let's just have... oh no! Oh my god. That was terrible. So Mothula's room is nothing but spikes moving at you. And that's not something you want to deal with. Alright, let's do the trick again. Get them all on screen. Use Ether. Kill them all. And it's a little bit of like time waste, but it's not really. And let's go ahead and use the lamp. We'll switch to the fire rod for the last one and get through. Alright. Now we don't have to worry about anything here. Easily get through this. And now we're just gonna drop down. Alright. Mothula spikes. Do you like spikes? So Mothula is one of the worst bosses because if you hit Mothula into the spikes, Mothula doesn't take full damage. It doesn't take damage, actually. And so, it's really nasty. You've got a moving floor. And... yeah, Mothula's terrible, but we killed him. So there's Mothula taken care of. And we got a rupee. Alright, well, that at least unlocks the Pyramid Fairy. So that's the next thing on my list, I think. We'll go ahead. We should check Bumper Cave. We can't get through it yet without the magic cape, but we can at least check it. But at the same time, it's not worth it to go all the way over there. Alright, so... I wish I knew what that item was. Oh, that's Mimic Cave. Okay. I was like, I wish I knew what that green on the top of Death Mountain to the right was. And that is Mimic's Cave. The yellow is the shield that we saw earlier. We don't necessarily need to go get that. We don't technically need a shield at all. So it's not that much of a concern. Also, it's amazing, like, how far back the stream is. It's kind of weird seeing that. But anyways, let's go get this. And I almost think Turtle Rock next or Pod. So we don't want to lose this. Don't jump down ledges. Don't run. And you'll be fine. There is a way you can run, but I don't like doing it. And mostly because I don't know, and partially because if you mess up, you have to buy a new bomb. We don't really have money, surprisingly. We've gotten like next to nothing in terms of items, and yet we have no money. But anyways, let's go. We'll just go set this bomb, and everything will be good. So there's the boom. And what's Pyramid Fairy have for us? Anything good? Tempered sword and a heart. Alright. Let's go to Pod. Why not? There's 5 items there. Maybe we can find some of the stuff we need. Otherwise, Turtle Rock is the play. So, basically I need the bow, we need the flippers, and I think that's about it. Anything else that we technically need? No, I think we have everything else. So, yeah, just finding the bow and the flippers is priority, because once we get those, we know where the flute is. With the flute, we can take care of Misery Mire, and yeah, that's pretty much the last place. So we have Ice Palace, Misery Mire, and Turtle Rock to do. Ice Palace, we need flippers, and Misery Mire, we need flippers to get the flute. Now to finish the game, we need the bow, so that's why. Let's go this way first. See if we can't get any items. If we do find the bow here, then that's going to be good, but honestly, it just means full clearing this and potentially finishing up Eastern in order to kind of rule out places. There's not that many more places to check, so yeah. Alright, we can't do the right side because you need the bow for that. There is some mimics over there that you have to kill, so this dungeon is not bow locked. I forgot about that part. That is a thing. So we'll just drop that down. There's an item down there, but if we can get another key, I think that would be better. Unlock that. And there's a bunch of items down here. Now, the hammer, there's a trick called a hammer jump, where you get to that big chest without having to go through the small key door. Not something I can particularly do, but it is a thing you can do. So, money. I do want some of this money. There's another small key. I haven't found any items yet. There's a piece of heart. And there we go. So there's one item. We have 2 small keys. We can go... Let's go through this, because there's 2 items over here. And then there's a few more items we can get. I think... I don't know what's going to be the best way to get this stuff. So, there's an item. And there's one down here. If I can remember how to get to it. It's like so. And useless. Alright, so do we use our last key to get into the what's called the harmless hallway? I don't know why. Or do we backtrack and go get the vanilla big key chest? Let's backtrack, because that's more items for our efforts. So it'll be 2 items over 1. Well, over technically 2. So let's just do this. Drop a bomb there. Fall down. There's a locked door up here. And where does this take us? What do we have? Big key? Compass. Well, that was useless. Accidentally hit the item. That's not an item. Alright, are you a key? You are a key. Alright, so now we are back over here. We can't go through that. So we're missing 2 items because we don't have the bow. So unless the bow is in the harmless hallway, we're kind of done with this dungeon. Actually, can we get to the back? We don't have the big key, so it doesn't really matter. We can get to the back, but like I said, we don't have the big key, so it doesn't matter. The big key is... if it's in here, then that's actually good. We can go straight to the big key chest. There's not many more items left in this dungeon, so there's the big key. We can go get the big key chest. We can actually complete the dungeon, and there is 4 more items in total. Actually, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4 more items in total, so there has to be another small key. I believe there's 6 total small keys in this dungeon. So yeah, I don't believe we found them all. I'm just trying to think of where is the... Oh, we can't actually complete this dungeon because we don't have the bow. You're locked out from completing it with the bow as well. So unless this is the bow, it's not. We're done. So Palace of Darkness is not the key. Let's go ahead and save and quit, and we're gonna go to Death Mountain. As much as I hate this, we're gonna go to Death Mountain, and we're gonna check 2 more locations before we try to take on Turtle Rock, because that's really the only option we have. Once we find the flippers, though, I'm realizing that probably the best option for us was to continue through Turtle Rock and press through, despite the death, and deal with the chain chomps and get as many items as we could, because I think finishing Turtle Rock is the key to getting the last items we need for what's called Go Mode. So this is not a good run. Also, do not talk to them. If they talk to you, they will talk forever. And I mean literally. They have so much text to say to you, and it is intentional. It is literally a troll. So here is the other tablet. I think this is Bombo's, and it's a mushroom. Oh, great. Fetch quest. So if we go here, we can get to that cave. And let's take a look at this. So this is the Spike Cave is what it's called. You need a lot of health to get through it. Or, an invincibility item, like the Cane of Burna, or the Magic Cape. Either one works. This has been unlocked to us for a while as well, but nothing there. So let's mark that off. And we're running out of places to go. So looks like let's go back to Mountain Cave. And we'll head up to Turtle Rock. Probably the easiest way to get there is through Paradox Cave, because it's simple enough. So let's go over there and do this, and I really don't know if there's any other, like, the witch could have something and that could lead to something else. We could do another glitch. There is a dark green square. They're not circles, they're squares. There's a dark green square over by the... How did we take damage? Over by the Lumberjacks. That is the magic bat, and you can trick him into giving you whatever he has in exchange for magic powder, but it requires both the Cane of Sumeria, which we have, and the mushroom. So you have to do that before you trade it into the witch. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So we could do that. But otherwise, there's not anything else. We could check Bumper Cave, but that's not really going to be much use to us. So quite literally, we are limited to Turtle Rock. So hopefully something's here. If not, I have no idea what to do. We're going to be kind of out of luck. So let's just get through this. We are much more powerful now with our better sword. Ow. So that is a nice little trick. We'll get our key to get onwards. And... yeah, Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock's so much fun, isn't it? There's so much stuff. It's such a hard dungeon. But honestly, it's Trinex that's going to be more of the problem. Just because of how he is. Which one is it? I think it's the top one. Leads us to... outside. No, we want the other one. We don't have the key, though. Never mind. So we need to... spin attack. And spin attack. Oh, come on. So we will head outside. I'm missing something in this dungeon. I know I am. We are going to die. Let's just take a red potion. That'll work just fine. So let's go to Mimic Cave. And... yeah, I definitely missed something. But that's fine. We'll deal with it here in a second. So, Mimic Cave. Kill these guys. We need a hammer. Alright, what do we have? The flippers. Wait, so yeah, going through the dungeon would have been the key. So now we can pretty much complete everything. That's a bummer. Oh, we do have the big key. So there is another bottle. And that's another item. Now we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go back a little ways. Because I realized that if we go the other one, it's just a single room. I forgot, it puts you at the top, not the bottom. So this will give us the chest on the in the middle of the lava lake. And lag. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Let's get through there. And what do we have? Was it worth it? Nope. Alright. But it's another item. Oops. So now we have everything but the bow. So not too bad. I don't know that I'm going to beat my best time of 2:28, but we shouldn't be, like, because we have to do Ice Palace. But Ice Palace in Go mode isn't too bad, so if we can find the bow before that, then we'll be fine. It's literally just a matter of finding the bow. And, oh my god. Not having a shield of any type is really annoying. Alright, let's break these rocks, because I want to see hearts and badness. Alright, let's continue on. We have plenty of potions, so we should be able to complete this. It's just a matter of doing it. At the very least, getting the laser bridge would be really nice, so... There's the key. So... we have, like, what? This room and one more? Oh, no. I went too early. It's... this one. I get confused in this room sometimes. Go there, there. There, and it's... oh, which one is it? We're just gonna set on this little roller coaster of death. Okay, there it is. Okay. I got it, I got it. Now we have both the worst and best room in the game, Laser Bridge. Four treasure chests. One of them has a key, and we're gonna take the little safety strat. So you can step outside for a second, and then this is where we'll respawn if we die, which is likely. Laser skip is kind of difficult to do. So these guys, these eyes will shoot lasers at us. And we have to get that perfect pixel and get through. And there's the key, so we can at least finish this. And honestly, if we die, I don't care. So there's another item. There's one more item in here. But the key we got, and that's really all that matters. So there's two more chests, there's two more items. And it's so much easier to come at it from above. And it's also really easy to die. It's incredibly easy to die on this bridge. Oh, come on. And turning your back to these doesn't help, but you know what does? You know what? Just use the cane strats. But of course now we're out of magic, so whoops. Oh, we were there. Alright, well, whatever. One more life and we'll get through it. And then we can complete this dungeon, maybe, hopefully. Hopefully we can kill Trinex. He's not that difficult a boss, but he is difficult enough. And there's last item, so... still no bow. That is not good. Without a bow, we need to kind of full clear places until we find it. And I don't want to. Full clearing places is not fun. But let's get our boomerang. Get through this little maze. It's not really a maze. There is a really cool strat to do where you kind of just run through it, but I've never done it, and I haven't learned it, so let's go fight a boss. We need the ice rod, and yeah, we have temper sword, so it should not be too difficult. But we just need to freeze. Oh, freeze. And we have to come over here. Please allow me to open my inventory. Oh, no. Alright, well, it's not that big of a deal. We'll spawn back at Laser Bridge, and we'll start from there. I am rusty in this game. But playing it more means, oh my god. Playing it more means we'll get better. I'll get better at it, so. Alright, let's hit that switch. Come over here, hit that one. And the magic doesn't actually matter because there is a full magic refill right in here, but our life is a little low, so hopefully that doesn't come back to hurt us all that much. But let's do that again. So we got the first head. I just need to take like 3 hits and then freeze it again before it has a chance to thaw. But so far not too bad. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, and I couldn't hit the button. So it actually locks you out of your inventory there for a second. So 1, 2, 2. There we go. We're locked out of the inventory until this is over. Alright, let's get a potion. Mostly to get life. And then there's 1 hit. There's 2 hits. There we go. This form isn't that bad, other than the ice makes it a little bit more difficult. Now the item's gonna drop in the center, but Trinex is dead. Alright, so next order of business is gonna be Lake Hylia. We'll go get the flute, and then we're gonna clear out a couple more places, and everything should be good. So Misery Mire is going to be the next boss. If we could get the bow for that fight, for Vitreous, that would be really awesome because he melts to silver arrows. I mean, most bosses do, but he is kind of notorious for being very strong. He's super weak against the bow. Hey, we finally got a bomb drop out of that. It's been a while. Alright, so now that we have the flippers, all the stuff we did before is now in sequence. And we can just go get our flute off of Lake Hylia. And yeah, that's pretty much the main thing right now. I still would love half magic, but that's probably not going to happen. But we still do need the bow. There's still one more sword upgrade as well. We can get the butter sword, but that's not an important thing. Oh my god, stop. So let's get our flute. And then we need to get to... let's see, there's the flutes. And then we need to get to... Well, since we're right here, let's go ahead and do Ice Palace. Ice Palace is not bad, but again, half magic would make this a lot easier. And I mean a lot easier. But, oh well. It's something that we need to do, so might as well. And... Oh, we don't know what Misery Mire requires. Misery Mire could require Bombos. In which case, we're kind of out of luck. That would be really bad. That'd be a nasty little seed thing. So, there are... How many items? There's 3 items in here. And this dungeon is... There is a faster strategy than the one I'm going to do. Because I don't know the bomb jump. And it's a pretty precise bomb jump. So, I'm not even going to try it. Unlike the Death Mountain, if you mess it up, it's kind of painful. The Death Mountain one, you mess that one up, it's not a big deal whatsoever. So what do we have? Small key. Alright, so, this dungeon is kind of annoying because the ice physics is never fun. These penguins die to the hookshot, which is why I'm using the hookshot. They die instantly, whereas otherwise they take a lot of hits. So let's do that. Grab our bombs. And let's see if we can do this. Cool. There's also a trick in this room to get both of the Stalafos at once. I'm terrible at it, as you can tell. I don't know how that trick works, but it saves a little bit of time. It's a little bit faster. It saves some bombs. Bombs isn't really much of a concern at this point. Oh my god, I hate this room. This room is the actual worst. Moving floor plus a spike maze is not fun, and I think we want it like that. Yeah, so this is the room with the bomb jump. Typically, if you bomb jump with that, it does a lot for you later on in the dungeon because the blue pegs are up. But I'm not good at the bomb jump, so I'm not going to try it. Like I said at the beginning of this run, while I do have a timer, it's more of just kind of for myself to see how fast I can complete the seed. And it's not really a speed run per se. So we still need to find the big key. And I hate this room as well, but for a weird reason. This staircase is probably the worst thing to ever get into. It'd be really awesome if we could find the big key right here. Nope. So there's 300 rupees for an item, because there's the big chest. So it's one of those things that'd be really nice, but then the idea is if those pegs are down, you can get to the boss pretty quickly. So there's that. Another trick is that you don't actually take damage while you're hookshotting. So as long as the hookshot is extended, you don't take damage, which is really nice in some situations. The roller rooms in Turtle Rock are one of those. And then things like this. But as soon as it hits something, you kind of lose that invulnerability. So let's just get out of here. I hate that room too. This entire dungeon is terrible. It's probably the worst dungeon in the game. Half magic, finally. Unfortunately, it's not going to be super useful for us at this point. We've kind of passed its prime. So let's get out of here. And go in here. This room is annoying. You gotta get across with the hook shot, and it's just not fun. Alright, so there's not too many more items left in here. We still need to find the big key. There is an item up here. We'll grab that first. Actually, there's two items up here. I forgot about that. We use the hammer. There's a key there. Pull the tongue, open the door, get the item, 10 arrows. Alright, so Ice Palace doesn't have anything. We still need to find the big key though. Since we don't do the bomb jump, we have to find the big key. But we have plenty of small keys, so we should be able to find it. I don't see any reason why not. And yeah, we still need that bow. The bow is going to be bad if we can't find it. But Misery Mire has 2 items. There's the big key. Cool. So we can complete the dungeon now. And be done with this. So, the bow is the only thing that's really keeping us out of go mode. Which go mode is basically having all the items that you need to finish the game. And yeah, so there's a couple of places we can check before we head into Misery Mire, but that's probably going to be the location we need to go. And if you don't have the Cane of Samaria, you have to push stuff down here. And to do that, you have to switch the block back to the thing. So we need the hammer, and we are to the boss. So Cold Stare is not the most difficult of bosses, but he's not that easy either. Does a lot of damage, and we need to hit him a lot with our Fire Rod. Luckily, we have half magic, so I think he takes like 8 hits. 6, 7, 8. And then he splits off. And the Fire Rod does extra damage against him. So one of them, yeah, one of them should be dead. That one should be dead. Perfect. That was actually a good Cold Stare fight. We'll give us the map. And we get our next crystal. So, Misery Mire is... Why is it yellow? Oh, because we don't know if we need the bombos or not. If we need bombos, that is bad. That means we're going to have to go look for bombos. Let's just go ahead. I think saving and quitting is fine. We're going to start at Sanctuary. We're going to go get our flute activated, and then we'll be able to kind of finish up most of this. So, Zelda's back for some reason. I bet the lumberjack, the dwarf being with us, caused Zelda not to spawn. But, I think tonight we're only going to do this run. Hopefully, kind of the original plan was to do 2 runs. I've got 2 seeds, 2 race seeds. These are spoiler free, so I don't know where anything is. That's kind of what I always did, was use race seeds over anything else. But I had 2. I don't think we're going to get to the second one tonight. I'm kind of tired. Streaming takes a lot out of yourself. And it's one of those things that most people don't realize because... yeah, it's one of those things that, like, you don't realize how tiring it is to talk for as long as you have to. Oh, great. By the way, the Japanese symbol, if I'm right on which one I use, it's been a while since I've read Hiragana, but the Japanese symbol that I tried to use is me. It's a joke. But let's see if we can't do the magic bat glitch. Now how this works is you come in here. Oh, we have to use up our magic, don't we? I forgot about that. So what you do is you come in here with empty magic and you come up to this thing and you swing that and switch to the mushroom. And there we go, we got it. So you try to use your Cane of Samaria, and then you switch to the mushroom real quick, and that's how it works. So that is the minor glitch, and we got our first shield. Awesome. We could get the fire shield, we know exactly where it's at, but there's next to no reason. So let's go to the witches, and then we'll turn in the mushroom, we'll buy some potions, and hopefully get some good stuff. So, other than this, Misery Mire is pretty much the only place, other than Swamp Palace. Swamp Palace does have 6 items, I don't want to go there. So the witch has rupees. I'm gonna take that, because I'm gonna spin them to get more potions. And we've already kind of taken care of... Oh, I have no empty bottles? Really? Oh. I don't need that bee. You can sell the bee, by the way, to the vendor in Kakariko. And he go to Mire Shed and Checkerboard Cave and see if we can't get some items, find the bow. If we can find the bow, it'd be really nice. Please, okay, we can get into Misery Mire. It is Quake. No, it's Ether, not Quake. So, once we find the bow, we can complete this. Oh, I didn't do it. So that's the trick. You just spam the button and you can make the blocks disappear. Nothing in Mire Shed. We're running out of locations. I really don't want to go to Swamp Palace. But here's the thing. After we kind of do all this stuff, there's still one last way the game can completely and utterly troll us, and that's Ganon's Tower. Because the big key is randomized. There's 23 locations. That's not worth it. So, still need that bow. Alright, let's go back to Mire, and we'll complete Misery Mire, and go from there. So, oh, we don't have any magic. Alright, well, we have potions. That's fine. Alright, so, yeah, Mire is... Oh, okay. No, it is. I thought I was standing too far off of it. So, unless Mire has the bow, the only place the bow could be... Actually, the bow could be in... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. The bow could be in Ganon's Tower, technically. But I hope not. And let's kill these guys. Not a bad room. So it could technically be in Ganon's Tower. But I'm trying to think. We need the bow to finish Ganon. I think the best way... And I really don't want it to be in Swamp and have to go back. So hopefully it's here. Alright, so there's that. useless. Come up here. There's a chest up here, I do believe. Wait, no, where's this going? I'm so confused with this place. No, that is not somewhere we need to go. But I think coming down here is... No. That's just to the boss room. Okay. So we might have used the key we didn't need to. But that's fine. We can go through here. Do nothing. I hate this dungeon. I get so lost in it. So, I don't think there's anything over here. No. But it's a trap room. Gotta kill all the enemies. These guys drop bombs, which is kind of cool, but... Oh no, it's a complete trap room. Alright, door open. So, Misery Mire is one that I kind of need to learn a little bit better on where to go. And part of the problem is I've been watching Key Sanity, which completely changes how you play the game, because not having the keys at first really messes with you. Alright, I need a key. Where is a key? I can't get into there. That requires the boss door. There's nothing up there. And I think that's a one-way door. Okay, so... You can't soft lock. That's one thing that don't have to worry about. But I think the key is over here. We just need to be fast. We have the hook shot equipped. So just do this. And then run. We don't have the big key, so we can't go through that, but... No. What? This is why I get so confused here. We're missing something. Missing something that's probably obvious. It's gotta be... back this way. There's gotta be something this direction that I missed. So we got the key in the corner. You can open that up. Okay, and that's how you get back here. That's right. Okay. So this is gonna be a key. We know it because it has to be. And Key Sanity, by the way. When the keys are randomized with the rest of the item pool, this is one of the most lucrative places. So normally Swamp Palace is one of the best. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do this. I need to stop coming in here. But normally, like, Turtle Rock, Swamp Palace, Palace of Darkness are some of the best places because they have a lot of items. However, Misery Mire has one of the most, like, condensed amounts of chests. So, it's just one of those things that, like, you wouldn't think Misery Mire is the ideal place to go, but it is. And we're gonna be safe. We have so many blue potions. We're gonna use one. And in here there is another key. We can switch that for one. That's gonna make our lives a lot easier. We can go down here and go get the big key location. And this one's kind of fun because we can do a little bit of a trick since we have the fire rod. The fire rod is another item you can use while pushing stuff. I don't know if you can do this in all versions of Link to the Past, but at least in the Japanese version you can. And then we have to wait for this cutscene, which takes forever. So, yeah. Once we find the bow, we can finish this up. and should not be a problem. Finding the bow is the hard part. So there is one item in Misery Mire. That is not a good sign. Even getting something like the shovel or magic powder. No, magic powder is not going to open anything up. The shovel will. So stuff like that, basically more fetch quests, could be good, but there's the big key. So we can complete the dungeon. There's a couple more things we can get. Let's go look at the big chest. And I think that's all the items. So, and then Vitreous. The basement of Misery Mire, the nastiness that is. Alright, so, item? Nope, compass. So I think Vitreous has the last item. There is this. This is going to be a key. So that we can get out of there. But we don't need to do that. Let's just go through here. That's more of a soft lock key type thing. So if you use a key, you can still get your key back. Alright. I don't care. Let's just get out of here. And I believe there's magic over here. Wouldn't mind that. So, yeah, unless we need to clear Swamp House, which I really hope. There's 6 items there, that's the thing. Now there's 23 possible locations in Ganon's Tower that we could potentially find the bow. And we can complete Ganon... Oh my god. We could complete Ganon's Tower even without the bow. So, I believe... I hope. It's just a matter of... It's a matter of whether or not we can find the bow when we need to. Alright, so with that taken care of, we need bombs. Blow this up. And those little rats always end up hurting me. So, yeah, Vitreous. Let's go take on Vitreous. Hopefully he doesn't kill us. There's still one more room, but it's lit. No, there's 2 more rooms, isn't there? We need to come up here. No, don't hit me. Oh, rude. So we just wait, or we get hit. So, this next room I always mess up. You have to just stand here? No, you have to go back a little. And yeah, I'm terrible at that room. But here is Vitreous. Shouldn't be too bad, but these things have so much health. His lightning attack. And there are some other strats to do, but dashing through the goo. Oh, we're almost dead. Let's heal up. There's only one more eye, but I don't want to take any chances. Ow. His lightning hurts. But I think we got hit by something else instead. So now, here he comes. And he's got a lot of health. But this form is... And Vitreous is defeated. It gave us a key. So wait, where's the last item? Or did we get it? Did we get it? Oh, I hope so. I don't know if we did or not. I don't want to go back down there. Let's Let's just go to Ganon's Tower. Let's go for it. The only place I know that the only place we know for a fact that the bow is on the pedestal, because the pendants require the bow. So that's at least a little bit of solace, but otherwise the bow could be, worst case scenario, the bow is in Swamp. That will add quite a bit of time, but we'll finish Ganon's Tower and then worry about it. So, all in all, we're not doing terribly. We're gonna use Paradox Cave because I like this. I like going this way up Death Mountain versus going through the Dark World, just because it seems a little bit faster. But we'll have to go over to Turtle Rock to get into the Dark World. That's okay though. So I must have missed a chest, but where? I wish I knew Misery Mire better. Misery Mire is probably my weakest dungeon. As evidenced by me going in the wrong place a couple of times. But, oh well. Why does it say we can't complete it? Do you need the bow? You might need the bow. Uh-oh. Swamp might be the play. But we're going to take a risk. We're going to try to find the big key, at the very least. And then we'll worry about the gauntlet later. Because I'm trying to remember, where would we need the bow? There's got to be... Oh, it's one of the first rooms. Yeah, there's mimics in one of the first rooms. You can kill green mimics with the sword. You cannot kill red mimics. So unless the bow is in the basement of Ganon's Tower, we gotta go to Swamp. And that is not good. So right side, Ganon's Tower. There's 23 locations. And here's hoping we find it quick. There's 2 chests right away. There's a key and a compass. No reason to use the key on the chest to the side. Or rather, the door to the side. There is this room. Let's go ahead and kill him. Oh my god. Let me through. And we gotta be fast. There we go. We got all that stuff done. And there we go. Cool. So there's 4 chests in here. We have a heart, bombs, golden sword, and more heart. So we got that. That's nice. Now there is a key right here. And you know what, we're gonna mirror. So now left side and right side are connected by that locked door. So you don't need an extra key. You do need 1 key to get to the top of the tower. Oh, I didn't. I saw a locked door. I thought I'd open it. Oh well, there's plenty of keys around. In fact, there's one right in here. We need to break that. Open that up. And just a few more places to check. So there's more life, rubies. Let's go ahead and freeze him. There's another key, that's good. And another key. Okay, so we should have plenty of keys to get through this. Alright, we gotta hit the skull. And firebar room. Let's go into it. So there's the map. That's useless. And let's see. We'll boomerang. Alright, so what we're going to do instead is we'll boomerang this one because it's easy enough to make it through. And then this one we're gonna have to key into some area. Alright, so there's another key right there, by the way. Alright, so hit that, get invincibility, and get through. Alright, there is another item in here. And we can get more items here in a second. Not finding anything. This is frustrating. This is the type of thing that kind of makes you hate randomizer. When not only do we need two items, we need the big key, and we need. Is it here that we need to go? No. It's the other side. It's been a while since I've been this way. So we need the big key, and we also need the bow. We can't progress up the tower until we get both. So our options are limited on what all we can do now. And that's not fun. So there's another room coming up here soon that's got 4 chests in them. In it. And I think it's right up here. It's this room. That's the big chest room. And that takes us out. Okay. I don't know there's a lot of this area I don't know that well. Because I don't ever have to go there that often. So I never really learned it. So, alright, we're gonna do this room. This room is not that bad. It's just kind of annoying. You have a wall master. You have turrets that fire when you swing your sword. And you have the tiles, plus an anti-fairy bouncing around. The tiles take forever, but there is a chest that spawns after you complete this. So what we're going to do is probably die. At this point, I really wish we had magic powder. We're out of potions. Great. So the chest will spawn here in a second. And it's nothing. Okay, so, is this something? No, that's that room. Where you have to kill everything in here. At least everything is like caged up, which is, it's like a zoo. An evil, demented zoo. So there's a couple more places that you can look. I really don't know the best course of action. Alright, so let's do that. Hit that one. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. We're not gonna get it. Yep. Alright, well, that's fine. So get that. Get through there. And that, and that. No! Oh, come on. Now I don't even think we have enough magic to do all of it. So let's try. And hit that. We missed, and we don't have any more magic. Alright, well. This room I don't ever think I've been in. It's probably a refill room. But I don't know. See, that one moved. So, and of course it didn't do anything. Yep, it's a magic refill room. Which is what we needed, so not that big of a deal. Alright, let's get through this again. So, first is that. Run over here. Hit that one. Hit that and that. And then run through. Perfect. Well, better, anyways. Alright, so Can of Samaria. Do that twice. Cool. And we need to get over to here. This takes us down here, and I'm not entirely sure how this area works. Other than they switched the where the pits are. We're in here. I don't know that I've ever been in here. I also know that if the big key is hidden behind the Armos Knights, we can't do anything. So one of these are probably... Yep. So this is movable. So we hit that. And where does this take us? Here, and we can see the invisible bridges. And we're back over here. So you can also see invisible bridges with ether. And I don't know where they are, so we're gonna do something like this. And that leads us up here. Alright. If this is the Armos Knights, then we have to escape. No. But I think we have to actually... Oh my god. Okay. This seed sucks. One of these you can bomb. Is it this? I don't know. Oh well. Yeah, we've... We've cleared out most of the dungeon. I think we have to go to Swamp. Let's go to Swamp. Let's full clear that, and we'll call it a day. We'll see if that is enough. So let's just save and quit. It's easier, and we'll deal with everything in a moment. So, I think we got all the treasures in Misery Mire. Like, I might have missed something on my tracker, but I don't know. So, it's one of those things. it's one of those things that just absolutely is terrible. Not knowing where a single item is that kind of ruins everything else. And then the other thing is that big key. I swear to God, that big key sucks so much. Swamp should be pretty quick, especially if you find the bow relatively quickly. Shouldn't be that much of a struggle to get through. So first we gotta drain the swamp, and God, this is terrible. I need a drink because my throat hurts. Ugh, talking for so long sucks. Everything sucks. Alright, so like if the bow is not here, I do not know where it could be, other than on the off chance I missed something in Misery. This first chest in Swamp is always going to be a key, except in Key Sanity, because obviously keys can be anywhere, but this has to be a key so that you can get in, and now we can get more stuff. So there's an item immediately right here, and if this is the bow, I'm gonna be mad that we didn't go here first. But then I have to figure out how to get, like, where else do we have? So there's one item. That's not a good sign. I don't really want to full clear this place, but it's not that bad. It just takes a little bit of time. And we're supposed to be going fast. That's kind of the point. Yeah, I really don't know. And it's not like I can go just, like, look up, oh hey, this is where it's at, because I have all the information. Nope. This is completely and utterly random. And also secretly random. So, left side has 2 items. We just gotta go through it. That's all there is to it. So, hopefully we find the item quickly. Hopefully we find the bow quickly. That way we can just get out of here. And like I said, it cannot be on pedestal because we need the bow to complete dependent dungeons. So it's impossible for it to be there. It could be on Bumper Cave, and we never actually went over there to check what's on there. We know it's not Lumberjacks. Where else? We know it's not Waterfall Ledge, because we looked at that. That's a shield upgrade. So, where are all these items? Like, literally, game, where are you hiding everything? Also, do not push that until you go down here. If you have a key that you can do that, do not push that until you can come down here and grab this key. Otherwise, you do what's called drowning a key, and that's not good. It's really annoying to fix if you can't even fix it. I don't even know how. Because you have to basically reset the dungeon so that the water's not drained, not doing that. Because if you flood that area before you pick up that key, you cannot get that key. Flooding a key is not a fun time. But let's come over here. I bet the bow's either going to be on Argus, or it's going to be in one of those 2 chests the chest right before Argus. Watch, that's where it's at. So it's in the chest before Argus, so we have to go all the way through this dungeon but not complete it. The other place we know the bow is not is we know that Shrashala does not have it. Because in order to get the green pendant, you have to have the bow. So those are the only places that the bow absolutely cannot be. Otherwise, it could literally be wherever else we have to check, which is a pain. There's the map. No, I forgot to hit the switch. Oh, great. We have to backtrack. Forgot to hit the switch. That's really annoying. So before you swim back over here, you need to hit that switch. You can't just go down, like I did, because I was a little distracted. Happens. So you have to do this. Didn't we come out this? Oh, I did the motions of where I was supposed to do. I just didn't hit the switch. That's really annoying. Alright, so this is probably either going to be the big key. I don't think you need the big key for this dungeon. There's a few dungeons where you don't need the big key. The game assumes that if you have the big key, you get the item. And by locking you out with the item, you don't need the big key to get through like a boss door. I don't remember if this one has a boss door or not. But you don't need the big key to get to the back of this dungeon. Either way, so let's just pop down here, grab this item, and it's a heart piece. Great. Perfect. Thanks, game. Just what I wanted. More life. Alright, so to the back. This isn't that long of a dungeon, but it is long enough, and our time is gonna be terrible. But can you blame me? We had to go through multiple, well, we ended up going through multiple pendant dungeons. Typically, if you're doing one of these seeds, you want to go fast, and the key to going fast is getting not only the short, easy dungeons, so ideally you would get only light world dungeons as crystals. That would be amazing. But also not having to double dip, as it's called. There we go. I don't even know why I moved that. We have a cane that allows us to do that kind of stuff. So we're coming through here. There we go. So there is 3 more items plus Argus. So I don't want to kill Argus, but he shouldn't be too bad. We have the Fire Rod. He is weak against the Fire Rod. It's not as good as the silver arrows, but he's still pretty weak against it. So there's 1 item, 2 items. And was my prediction right? The only other thing that it could be is the magic cape. Bombos. Alright, well. Argus has something. And unless I missed it in Misery Mire, this is the only place it could be that's available to us. The only other place we need the shovel for. So we could need the shovel, but I don't know. Where is the bow? Oh, I messed that up completely. Alright, so let's try to grab 2. The little puff balls do a little bit of damage. They do. They do a little bit of damage, but not really. We also have Butter Sword, so like a spin attack or 2 would be enough to kill Argus, I think. And there we go. Argus is defeated. And what's he gonna give me? A rupee. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Todd has 2 items. We can't get that without the bow. I had to have missed it in Misery Mire. It's or else there's something I'm missing in. Oh man, this is terrible. This is thing that makes you want to kind of quit. Only thing I can think of is let's go back to Misery Mire. And see if we missed something here. Because that is literally all I can figure. Is we did actually miss an item here, and it's the bow, or the shovel to get the bow, or the magic cape to get the bow. One of those three items it has to be. There's like nothing else it can be. Alright. And there we go. So did we get the big chest item? I don't remember. Yes. We got that item. We have 2 keys. That's what's throwing me. So let's unlock all the doors we can. We got that item. I know where that door goes, so we don't need to unlock that one. And that is the trap room. That goes to there. We got that item. Is there something over here? That's the only thing I can figure at this point. But I don't think there is. No, this is just the top portion to get the switch. There's 2 switches in this palace, and this is one of them. And so this is the other door. It goes down here. I know it. Oh, I know what one we're missing. I know where the item is. Oh, how do I get there? Oh man. You have to have the thing switched, and then it's over here and up. That's where it's at. So we did miss an item in here. It's through this room. To light these on fire, and it's right in here. It's right there. So this is either the shovel or the bow. It's bombs. Okay. The 2 items in pod are... There's like 3 chests left. And no, there's... Yeah, no, we can't get anything else in pod. We can't get anything else in Eastern. It's gotta be in Ganon's Tower. We must need to go farther in Ganon's Tower. So that means we didn't need to leave. Oh man, this is frustrating. Alright, let's go back up to the top of the mountain. And try to figure this out. This seed is terrible. Or at least we're doing terrible with the seed. That's probably more of an accurate statement. So let's get out of here. Because I don't think we missed anything, any overworld locations, so I almost want to give up. Yeah. I will tell you guys what, I'm going to give this 20 more minutes. At 10:30, I am going to call the stream one way or another, unless we are, like, actively fighting Ganon at that point. If we're struggling, then we're just going to end it and call it a bust. I hate to do that, but it's one of those things that it's just, I don't know what else to do. If we can't find this bow, then it's over. We can't continue up the... One, we don't even have Ganon's tower big key. There's a room we're missing, and I'm not entirely sure where it's at. There is a couple of things I could do. I do have a... I have an old strategy guide that is halfway decent, but honestly, I need to progress to that one side, and unfortunately, if we do find, we have to go through until we find the key or the bow. So where do we need to go? I think this way leads us to, yeah, this way leads us to the side. And we checked up top, so we can just go this way down. We did Firebar Room. And so we just need to get back to the Invisible Bridge Room. That's the key. So hopefully hopefully we can find where the stuff is. Hopefully the like quite literally, hopefully the bow's in here as well as the big key. Because if the bow is not, I really have no idea where it's at. Unless we can get those chests in, unless we can get some of those chests in, like, Palace of Darkness, I don't believe it's available to us. And the only other thing I can think of is if we missed something. Then that'd be pretty much it. So, one more warp. Well, two more, technically. And yeah, there's a way to skip that one, I believe, but it's really difficult. I've never really been able to figure out how to do that. You just have to, it's your hitbox and stuff. So this room. Didn't we die in here? No, we went up from there, so where is it? Let's see, where is... Okay, we can do that. Bump like that, and we go in here, and I think it's this one that you can blow up. But I think this puts you into the Armos fight, doesn't it? If this puts us into the Armos fight, we cannot complete it. In which case, yeah, we can't do this. So we must have missed something. And where? Alright, let's see if we can't at least figure out where stuff is. That was a bad choice. Because I don't believe there's any other locations in Ganon's tower. Did we miss, did we miss an area over here? I'm gonna be really mad if we did. Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny Cave, we went through those. Like, Mimic Cave. So this is a cave, this is Hookshot Cave, we got everything in here. Then there's this. No, there's no cave down here. So I don't think it's on Dark Mountain. Times like this, I kind of do wish I had the data of where everything is. So, this is gonna be silly, but let's go to Village of Outcasts, and I want to see what's on Bumper Cave. I don't think we can get it, because we don't have the magic cape. But I'm kind of at a loss otherwise. We've cleared what we can of Armos, so there's really no other option. It's gotta be, I don't even know. One other place I want to double check is Lumberjack Ledge, because if it's there, that is doable. You just need the Pegasus boots and the... Nope, that is not it. You just need the Pegasus boots and the... you need to be Agraham, so it is not there. And that's a rupee, so it can't be on pedestal. It actually cannot be on pedestal. So it's gotta be Palace of Darkness. Because I really can't. I don't know if there's another place it can be. Let's go Palace of Darkness, and we can pop in. I know there's 3 more locations. Unless there's one underneath there before you get... I don't think there is. Oh man, this is actually frustrating. I don't know. The bow is really well hidden. Unless it's in a room of Ganon's Tower I overlooked. I really don't know where it's at. And that's the thing is, the big key has to be behind Armos Knights. And we can't kill Armos Knights. Because we don't have the bow. So, this is a rough seed. I thought it was going to be a nice easy seed. No. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to check our inventory. We have all the dungeon items. There is 2 more items. So, small keys, but there's it's all gotta be on this side, but we can't progress through this side. Unless we do a glitch. There is a glitch we could do, but like, I don't know that I can. I don't remember off the top of my head how it works. It's something with this room. And drinking a potion. But we can't, because we don't have a potion. Man, it's not in here. Unless there's an item. There's one more place we can check. There's one more place we can check in here, and then we'll leave. Because... did we go down the Harmless Hellway? Currently. But yeah, we did. We went down there. Man, this is infuriating. I do not know where to look for this bow. So we'll come up here. Let's kill all these guys. And run in here. So, I don't know if we need to do that or not. I don't remember what the necessary, but this is another mimic room. Right? Yep. So we can't get through that. The red ones need the bow. So, it's not in here. And then in here, can't be. Because we've searched it. So the bow has to be in Ganon's tower. We've searched literally everywhere else. But I'm missing a room in there. And I don't know where it's at. So, why was that still locked? Oh, because I didn't go through it. But why was that still locked? We got the chest on the other side. There's only one chest over there. There's one chest here. There's the big key. And then the nasty chest. But to go through this goes into a dark room. We can kill these guys with our sword. Get a key to leave, and then the next room has more of them. Has the red ones, in fact. Well, no, there's these guys. Then there's the bowling ball alley. And then, yeah. So there's nothing else we can do there. Alright, so it's gotta be in Ganon's tower. So give me 1 second. I will be right back and we'll take a look at something. I've got a strategy guide. I want to see a full map of Ganon's tower and see if I can't figure out where the rest of the items are, because there's gotta be another room. So I'll be right back. Let me go grab that. I have the book. Now, the question is, can I figure out where the bow is? So, dungeons... Ganon's tower, there's gotta be... There's so many rooms. Alright, let's just go up there and see if we can't find it. I'm not going to give this too much more time, because we've searched everywhere. I must have missed it. I had to have missed it somewhere. I can't find the bow. My girlfriend just got home from work, so she's sitting in here now. But let's go back up once again to Ganon's tower. This is frustrating. I'm trying to think, is there any other places that we could have missed something at? So Waterfall Ledge was a shield upgrade. Can't be pedestal, can't be Shashala. We don't have the shovel. Yeah, it's gotta be in here, or I need to go the right way, or else it's the shovel, so that we can go dig it up and go back, so that we can kill Arma. Oh my god, that would be ugh. I can't find the big key either. Yeah. And I think it's behind Armos Knights, which you need the bow to kill. So, the worst case, I thought worst case scenario was it was going to be in Swamp Palace, but nope. Where the hell is This is frustrating. Alright, so do we have... We have the map. Okay. So there is a few more rooms to go. Let's... It looks like that's the big chest. Yeah, we know that. And there's... I wish we had the compass. I can't believe I'm saying those words. I wish we had the compass. It tells where all the treasure chests are, so... Yeah. This is not fun. Let's see, where is that? Okay, so that's gotta be like a teleporter, because there's no visible place. So let's just go this way. And at least I don't think we... Did we? No, we do have the compass. What? I thought the compass showed you where items were. Or does it just show you where the boss is? Because that'd be dumb. It does. The compass is dumb. Alright. So we check... I hate that. There we go. Stupid skull. Let's see. Wrong button. We checked that room. There's also another base. There's a basement that we could go into, but I don't know. Yeah, we're not gonna give this too much longer. I'm just gonna call the stream because I'm not gonna deal with this seed anymore. This is the firebar room. We got the treasure over there. So this room doesn't have any treasure. We have this room. Oh man. Alright, now where are we? Okay, we're there. So there's another room to the side of this that we've not gone into. That is probably where we need to go. So down and then to the left. Can we go to the left? Yes, okay, we can bomb that. Okay, I didn't see that bomb mark. I didn't actually know about it. Oh, no, I know this room. Yeah, there's 4 items in here. I can't believe well, I can see how I missed this. One of these is real, I think. Or do we have to kill the enemies? The door, the top bomb's open, so... There we go. And then there's 4 items in here. So this has got to be where the bow is. And hopefully the big key. Uh-oh. Where is it? Oh my god. Okay. So I need to figure out how to get to the basement. We've been there at one point. Oh, it's Armos Knight's basement. Oh, that's why we were in there. It's where the Armos Knights are. How do I get to the rest of that area? Does my book help me at all? Probably not. 4. Because it's probably a teleporter is where it brings you back out. Unfortunately, my strategy guide is not a very good one. It doesn't really tell you what's every room, it's just kinda, here's where the big key is, go get the big key right here. So that is the other side. And that's the big chest right here, and there's a staircase down. I don't know. We can't push those. We can push that one. That one doesn't help us. And then going up puts us out. So I have no idea where the bow is. I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna try a weird trick. So there's a small gap there, and there's a really cool trick that you can do if you hover. That's what it's called, hovering, where you just kind of constantly press. It's really hard to do. So hopefully my finger mashing can work. Let's try it. So we can go. I think it's. Nope. Okay. I really don't know what to do because I don't know where else to look. Let's see. There is. We could. Where is the torch thing? Oh, of course, it's there. Does this go over that? It does, but I don't know that it goes all the way up there. Alright, well... there's a gap or something there. I really don't know what to do at this point, so I think... I hate doing this. I don't want to call it a bust, but I think I'm going to call it a bust. It's been 3.5 hours, and the seed has not been nice. It was nice at first. We got Dark World access pretty much instantly, but... I have no idea where the bow is. And the only thing I can figure is that the only thing, like, we never grabbed it. We don't have. We can't get any more pendants. Both dungeons, we can't get the rest of the treasures. There's nothing else. It's not at Lumberjack, so we can't do that. I have no idea where it's at. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it a bust. So that's gonna be it. I'm giving up on this seed, and honestly, it's way too late. I've been at this for 3.5 hours. I don't want to do another seed tonight. We'll try again next week with this, but Wednesday we will be streaming again at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna be playing some indie style games, variety games is the best way to say it. We're gonna be playing Polybridge. It should be fun, and yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of stuff, subscribe, you know, whatever you feel like doing. I don't really care. If you liked it, you want to share it with your friends, that's cool too, but don't have to. No obligations, I don't care. So yeah, we're gonna stream again in 2 days on Wednesday, and hopefully that stream will go better than this one did. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!